Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is the Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome on back to another LEGO Mixels review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the final member of the Frosticons family, or, I mean, he's not the final one, it's just the final one that I'm looking at. And, of course, this is the Series 2 Frosticon member, Lunk. A very, very cool fella indeed. He likes to kind of be, he's very drowsy and he kind of falls asleep often, but apparently if he sneezes on you, you're gonna get frozen. And that's what he does to Mixels. He just sees a Mixel and he's like, and you're frozen. Boom! Defeated. Defeating all the Mixels in the way. Very nicely done. Of course, the second thing's 51 pieces. Sorry about that. That was really weird. 51 pieces in this whole set. Of course, it is set number 41510. Looking pretty gosh darn cool here is Mr. Lunk. A really nice little animated version of him in the top right corner. We'll flip the package on over. Of course, we're going to go ahead and zoom on in, and you can see the other members of the Frosticon family. I've taken a look at Slumbo just 2 days ago, and then I think about 4 days ago, is it 4 or 5 at this point? 4, I think it was 4 days ago. I took a look at the leader of the Frosticons, who was Fleur. Now, of course, the next review is going to take a look at the one and only Frosticons, Max, which looks absolutely awesome indeed. Very, very excited about that. Now, of course, Series 2 does not only have the Frosticons, we can also see the Fang Gang, which is these three fellas right here. It's a very appropriate name because they've got a lot of fangs, and I guess they're a gang or something. And then we've got the final members, which are the Flexers right down here. So, with all that being said, now that we took a look at the package, let's go ahead and get this sucker out of package, assemble him, and take a look at the goodies inside. Shall we, guys? Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome on back to the final review for the Frosticons Mixels in the Series 2 of the Mixels. Of course, this is the one and only Lunk, which is, I don't know why, it's a very weird name for me to pronounce. Like, I have a hard time remembering his name. I always think it's Flunk, or I always think it's lung, like lungs, like human lungs. And I'm like, I don't know why. I have a hard time remembering Lunk. Lunk, it's like Link, but with a U. Link from The Legend of Zelda, but with a U. That's how I'm remembering it. But nonetheless, of course, you can see Lunk is a very unique Mixel. He's really unlike any other Mixel. Like, I can't really match him up similarly to Fleur, which is obviously a very, very good thing to have, because I was worried a little bit that the Mixels would start looking the same. And as you saw, Slumbo, I said he did remind me a little bit of a character from the Infernites family. And I think that that's something that, like, I was worried about with the Mixels, that they would start looking very similar, but Lunk is very, very, very different. He's got this really elongated neck that is really super duper articulated at 1, 2, 3 points, so you get lots of range there, and if you extend his neck fully, it is quite scary. Look at that, it's like he's a giraffe or something. Lunk the giraffe. I love his unique look. That's what I love the most about him. He definitely doesn't have much interesting going on in his torso in terms of articulation or even design. Like, the torso was pretty cool to build, but obviously the arms are very similar to things that we've seen before. Nothing unique about those. The feet we've seen before as well. So once again, nothing unique about those. Of course, as I always say, you could do some weird things like, you know, have them standing like this maybe, just for a little bit of a different, maybe like crane mode, Lunk engage, blaster mode, you know, or something like that. Like, you could kind of look like this or something. I don't know. Again, you got to be creative with these things because, again, that's what LEGO is all about, is creativity. So just mess around with it and come up with different designs and ideas of how to work these elements of the character. But what I love really, really quite a bit is the way that everything is done on his neck. Like, first of all, you get really nice details here. As you can see, sometimes I do complain about the fact that Mixels look a little bit incomplete in the back. He doesn't have that problem very much. I think Slumbo did a really great job of countering that problem, but he doesn't have that very much, just a little bit on his arms and legs. However, his head is just super duper cool. I love the neck. Again, as I said, really nicely articulated, but the head is just so cool. I love the fact that he's got this kind of almost like a open skull or something. Reminds me a little bit of an alien design or something, like a see-through skull. I love the way that the eyes work. The teeth down here are excellent. Then, of course, as I said in the introduction, he's really known for being a guy that can, like, sneeze onto his opponents and freeze them. And that makes perfect sense, because I guess, as much as it's really not pleasant to talk about, this is supposed to be like freezing snot or something out of his nose, where as he sneezes, his snot just goes and just freezes you, which makes me think that I would never ever want to be a Nixel. Like, imagine this little Nixel, he's like, do, fight me, and then he just like, and just freezes him. That would be very unpleasant to be going back to your friends and say, hey, yeah, I lost my battle to Lunk, but he froze me after he sneezed on me. Like, I love that. I love the creativity. I love the goofiness. I love the cheesiness of the Mixel designs. Of course, these are made of soft plastic, so you don't have to be worried about them like to hurt you or anything like that. Again, still be careful, but it is nice that they're made out of soft plastic, and they still look very, very nice. They're not very bendy, so that's excellent. Again, Lego with quality control, I always have to give it up to them. They're, like, as much as people always say Lego's expensive, it is, but you always know that when you get a Lego set, it's going to be a quality product, and I love that. I love that kind of quality assurance from this particular company. So, with that being said, there you guys have it. That is the one and only Lunk. I have to say, a very, very cool design, very goofy, a bit derpy kind of design for sure. Like, you can see he's not the brightest guy in the lot, but I don't know. I just love how much character these plastic building toys can perceive, you know, without me ever watching the show or anything, just reading a little bit of the bio and then seeing the design, it works so well to interpret those characteristics, and I love that. I love that about the Mixels line, and I will definitely continue to pick up and review all the other ones that come out. So with all that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big like rating. Stay tuned for the Frosticons Max, which is going to be awesome when we take both Lunk, Slumbo, and Fleur, combine them all together, and get an absolutely cool looking Frosticons Max character. So stay on the lookout for that. And of course, thank you guys so very much for watching. Have a fantastic day. I will see you later, alligators. Bye bye, guys.